boys and girls, welcome to my player ratings for yesterday's game against Chelsea. Now, please excuse my voice, because a lot of shouting done yesterday, and of course we've lost another game, losing 3-2 to Chelsea, and this result pisses me off more than the Manchester City one, to be quite honest, because by half time we could have won this game. We could have been clear, done, dusted. Now, over the balance of play, Chelsea were probably the better side, but it still doesn't take away the fact that we missed so many chances to kill the game. It was one of those really strange ones where Chelsea probably had the better balance of play and, you know, overall were the better side, but yet we could have won. But we did not take our chances. Now, in the first half, first 20 minutes or so, Chelsea were by far the better side. They had clearly decided that Hector Bellerin was the weak point, and that's what they went for. And they were causing us problems. And then we go and miss one of those chances for Aubameyang. Still don't know how he missed it, to be quite honest. They go up the other end, score, and then we go into this 20-minute spell where we completely batter them. And Mkhitaryan's missed one. Iwobi's missed an open goal. Aubameyang again at 2-2 has missed an opportunity that he would normally take. And you're just thinking, will those come back to haunt us? Clearly they did. Second half, we were not the same side. We kind of retreated a bit and kind of went more defensive. And I think that was probably, the wrong thing to do, because we should have just carried on playing the way we were playing and gone for the jugular, so to speak. But yeah, wasn't to be. We've lost another game. So I'm going to get straight into my player ratings. In goal, Cech. Again, it's one of those strange ones. It was not overly confident with the ball at his feet. You can still see that he's adapting to things and he's still not quite... and he gives us kind of those heart attack moments, but some of his saves again yesterday were absolute quality. He made some unbelievable saves. I don't think he was at fault for any one of the goals. There's not a lot he could have done for any of them. But yeah, again, like I said, better performance than the Man City one, because he never got caught out at the back. But for me, Cech in this game, I will give him a 7, because I thought he had a good game. Really good game, and there were some really decent saves in there. We're going to move into the defensive area. First up, we're going to go with Hector Bellerin. Seriously, what has happened to this guy? He doesn't even look fast anymore. That was the one thing that used to get him out of trouble. Alonso, Pedro, they were absolutely skinning him in that first 20 odd minutes. He made a couple of breaks down the right hand side, and of course he put the ball across for Aubameyang, which he missed. But overall, his play was poor. First goal, Willian lost him. Ball over the top. It's just schoolboy stuff defensively. He's not doing the job correctly. And like I said, he's lost his pace. It was a really, really poor game from him yesterday, in my opinion. And I'm going to give Hector Bellerin a 3. Moving into the defensive area, I'm going to start off with Sokratis. And I feel that out of the two with him and Mustafi, he was the one that wasn't too bad yesterday. Again, still trying to learn and do things with, his feet and whatnot. But overall, not too bad a performance. But yeah, room for improvement. But I will give Sokratis a 5 for yesterday. Going to move to Mustafi. And not great yesterday. Really not. Problem is that when he receives the ball from Cech and he looks over towards Bellerin, Bellerin's already going that way when he should be coming shorter. So Mustafi then gets caught in two minds. He comes inside and things get a bit careless. It gets reckless and he becomes Mustafi. Yesterday just didn't look right. Didn't look that good. For yesterday's performance, I'm going to give Mustafi a 4. Moving into the next position, which is left back, and Nacho Monreal. First game back in a long time, since last season. So didn't do too bad, and of course played the 90 minutes. And defensively as well, he's part of that unit. It's not great. Never really got exposed down his side. There wasn't too many problems coming down the right. Attack-wise, I think he linked up well at times, especially in the first half with Alex Iwobi. But yeah, pretty decent, you know, no nonsense kind of performance. First game in after being out from, you know, the summer and everything else. So I'll give Nacho Monreal a 5. Going to move into the midfield area. First of all, we're going to go with Granit Xhaka. Absolutely dreadful performance, to be quite honest with you. Really, really poor. Possibly the worst player on the pitch. Emery had seen enough by half time, decided to take him off. It was the right decision. He was on a yellow card as well. And yeah, I can't see any way back for him in the side right now. If he keeps performing like this, he needs to step up. It's as simple as that. I can't keep sticking up for this guy. The performances were poor. And yeah, yesterday was really poor. So for this game, I'm going to give Granit Xhaka a 2. Next position, we're going to go with the young lad, Guendouzi. What a brilliant performance. So calm, so assured, so composed. Absolutely brilliant. Everything he was doing yesterday. He loves the ball. He loves getting onto it, creating, driving, passing, and just everything about him yesterday was really, really good. And he'd cut out those silly mistakes as well. So for a 19-year-old lad to be head and shoulders above experienced pros in a game of this size says a lot about him. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing more of him. And for this game, I'm going to give Guendouzi a 8. Next position in there, and of course this one was a little bit left field from Emery, and that was Alex Iwobi. And I thought Alex Iwobi had a decent game. I don't think he should have been taken off. I think maybe Mkhitaryan should have come off. But yeah, that was the one selection where you all went, whoa, what is Emery doing? But Iwobi in the first half, I thought he'd done well. He'd done really well. Caused problems down that left-hand side, scored a good goal. Of course, he missed one of the sitters. But overall, he was causing problems to Chelsea, and he was causing, you know, problems with his pace and his trickery and the width and whatnot. But decent performance from Alex Iwobi, and I'm going to give him a 7 for this game. Next up, we're going to go with Henrik Mkhitaryan. I actually thought he would have been dropped for this game, but he wasn't. And it was a decent performance from him as well. Defensively, he needs to do more, needs to do better and try and help out Hector, or maybe talk to him so they get the balance right. But attack-wise, he was a threat, caused problems. He set up one of the goals as well, scored a goal, but also missed one of the sitters as well. But a much better performance than the Man City one. So for this game, I'm going to give Mkhitaryan as well a 7. Next position, we're going to go with Mesut Ozil. Again, not a great performance. I think he done a lot of work off the ball and a lot of running and trying to help out. But creative-wise and, you know, what we want from him and what he does, just not good enough. There just was nothing out there from him. You know, in the first half, he was involved a lot more and, you know, he was spreading the ball out wide when we were causing problems. But when you're on the kind of wages he is, you need to grab games by the scruff of the neck and you need to be able to, you know, influence things. And he just is not influencing things right now. And Emery took him off, and rightly so. So for this game, I'm going to give Mesut Ozil a 3 because it was not the greatest of performances. Next up, we're going to go with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Off day. It's as simple as that, really. Again, looks isolated on his own. Looks so much better when Lacazette's there. And yeah, it just wasn't his day. Just didn't look right. And the miss, what can you say? What can you say? It's, you know, he could have that chance 10 more times and he would score it 10 times. He's normally lethal in front of goal, but yesterday just was not his day. And but listen, I've got nothing to worry about with Aubameyang for the rest of this season. The guy's still going to score an absolute bag full of goals. And in my opinion, he's still going to win the Golden Boot. You know, once he gets going, just relax. You know, a little example for you, Harry Kane. That guy never scores in August. Always waits until September till he gets going. And by the end of the season, he's pretty much won the Golden Boot or thereabouts. So, yeah, listen, don't worry about Aubameyang. He's going to come good. But yesterday, not his finest day. And yeah, I'm going to have to give him a low mark for this one. And I feel for this game, Worked hard, done a lot of running off the ball, tried using the channels, but with his finishing and whatnot, I'm going to give Aubameyang a 4 for this game. Substitutions, first one in there is Torreira. Came on at half time. Now there were a couple of incidents where you see that he's just not up to pace yet, and he's a little bit short, but there were a few moments where you're like, oh, yeah, you can see what this boy can do. And I feel that once he's really adapted and got up to speed of the Premier League, he's going to be something really special. And yeah, okay, not bad. Like I said, there were a few moments where he got caught out, and there were a few moments where he really got stuck in. So for this one, I'm going to give Torreira a 6. Next player rating would be Aaron Ramsey. I feel he just played long enough to get a rating. Had a very, very good shot. Very reminiscent of the goal he scored against Liverpool in that season when he was on fire, just outside the box and dipped, but not enough. He got himself stuck in, got himself about on the pitch, but not an overall long time to try and, you know, influence the game. But I thought he was pretty steady, pretty decent. But yeah, markings, I'll give him a 5. Last substitution, of course, was Alexandre Lacazette, but there was not really enough time for him to get a mark in. What I will say is that his role in the third goal, not good enough. Simply not good enough. That was really poor. Gave the ball away. Was very lazy in trying to win it back and whatnot, and we can't have that. And I'm sure that Emery will see that, will note it, and obviously have a word with him. But yeah, that weren't good. But when he came on again, he was lively, caused a threat. And I'd like to see him start against West Ham, that's for sure. So there we have it. That is the player ratings for the game against Chelsea. Like I said, pissed off about it. Pissed off that we lost. But I can see things. I can see little bits and pieces happening. And you know what? If we attack like that against other sides, like the likes of West Ham and Cardiff, Newcastle, games that we got coming up, we'll absolutely batter them. And the real indication of this team and where Emery's taking us will be after around about 10 games or so. And I believe the next 7 or 8 games are all winnable games. We've got a really nice run now. So let's get our heads down. Let's get some points on the board. And let's see if we can start climbing up the table and getting a little bit of confidence. So that's it. If you're new around here, you know what to do. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'll be back during the week. Preview for the West Ham game, match day vlog after as usual, player ratings after, and yeah, let's keep our heads up. Let's all keep believing in Emery's ideas, and we go again. So I'll see you lot soon. I'm out of here.